So I bought another GTI. It's a mechanic special, obviously, but the body is nice. The interior is pretty decent. The guy had a dog. There's a lot of dog hair over it. It just needs to be cleaned up. But it doesn't run very well. He said it was like clanking and making a lot of noise. And then he had a VW dealer guy friend come to the house, and he said he checked it out and the number one cylinder was dead. But it runs, and I don't hear any knocking. So I don't hear any knocking, but it's definitely running rough. Let's do a compression check just to see what that, what if he was saying was actually correct, if it has the number one cylinder dead. Okay, let's pull out the spark plug on the number one, because that's what he said was the problem. Oh crap. I got them all out here, but look at the number one. It's actually crushed. It's actually pushed in. Something hit it. It's actually hit. So something maybe broke in there and pushed it up. So when he heard a clank, I think he was right. So all those have a gap, but look at the gap. It crushed in, so it hit something for sure. Okay, let's do a compression check. Number one. I really don't have anything. Let's try the number two. You can actually hear a difference, because when I was cranking number one, it just, and then now it's right? So actually that one's at, shoot, that one's at like 190. Okay, so let's do a leak down test. I went ahead and plugged that, and I took off this so that you could see it's pumping out the intake. So I'm thinking the intake valve, there's something up with the intake valve. It's either broke or bent. So we took the cover off, and you can see that the intake valve, this second intake valve, look, it's off. And the valve is just sitting there. It looks like maybe the spring broke. So I went ahead and put the lifter out of the way, and I grabbed the spring and all the parts down there. It looks to me, so yeah, so the spring broke, and here's the top. I fished out the top and the keepers, but the spring broke. I tried to like pry up the valve, but it's wedged in there. So we are going to have to pull the head anyways. If the valve wasn't messed up, we could just do it from up here. We could put a new spring on it. But since it bent the valve, we're kind of screwed now. So we do have to pull the whole head off. And did I take everything off? Hard to say. Well, hopefully that's everything. And let's find out. Yeah, one head. Not bad. There's just a little nick right there. So then the valve just bent. It's not quite standing up super straight. And we do have, typical with these is all that carbon buildup in there. You know, so I'm going to take this whole head apart. Well, since we have the head off, we might as well clean it all up, because you know how these direct injection heads go. They're just full of carbon and oil buildup. So let's take all the valves out, clean it up. Oh, they got some pretty big wear on them. You know this is a DIY channel, So we ain't going to send this to no machine shop. We're going to do it ourselves. Look at all that nastiness down there. Those are the intake valves. Wet, super wet in the middle, because that's where all the oil is going to go. Just look at all this. Oh my gosh. Those are just covered with oil. Ah, that's thick. So let's take a look at the valves. As you can see, this one's bent. Which is why we took the head off. Why is it bent? Well, the spring is broke. Man, I'll tell you, I've been working on cars since I was 12. And I don't think I've ever seen a broken spring like that. But, so what do we got? We got a lot of carbon oil buildup on these intake valves. Wet on the middle ones. Wet middle. Dry but covered in oil on those. And then the exhaust valves, well, same thing. They're very worn. There's a pretty good groove in them. Alright, so let's clean them up. Alright, let's clean up these valves. Here they are all wire brushed. Let's take a look. So the intakes, not too bad. But the exhausts are pitted, as expected. So, we need to straighten these out. So remember, this is a DIY channel. So we need to straighten out these exhaust valves because man, oh man, are they pitted. Okay, put the valve in the chuck. Just some emery cloth. So I'm going to do aggressive and then I'll finish off with a finer polish paper. But I'm just using sandpaper. So now the intake valves, they're not as bad as the exhaust, but they're definitely worn right in the middle. You can see them. So we want to do a quick little touch up on these. Same thing. I'm just using sandpaper. This is actually like 220. And then I'll get the paper wet. And then I'll do a wet sand. That's a lot cleaner. Alright, so we got the valves done. Let's take a look. So the intakes came out real nice. Obviously I didn't do the bent one. And the exhausts take longer because they have much deeper pits because they get hotter. We got the valves back in. Let's check for leaks. Just dump some water down to it. Good. Looks good. Okay, head's all ready to go. I got one new valve, one new spring in there. Nice and clean, that's what you want. Cleaned up all the deck and the cylinders. One new multi-layer gasket. Only goes on one way. Okay. Here's the update on the GTI. right, it's all back together and it's running good.